Okay, we're back on the vise here, and I'm going to show you the full version of tying the woolly bugger. So again, we're going to be using this hook here, the Dairiki size 6, and I'll put one of these in the vise here, and I'll just go through. We did it step by step. I really wanted to see just to refresh your memory as you think about tying a few of these this week. So we'll just go through all the steps, and again, we go from the start where we're going to make that first and then wrap back over it as you're holding this tag to get this out of the way, and once it's secure after a number of wraps, you can cut that off. And you can give the body just a little base. Go back to the back. And like I mentioned before, if you're just starting out, it will be helpful to use less materials, so don't be afraid to start off with a little less to keep your fly from getting too bulky. So I'm going to tie that on, cut off the extras here, find a good hackle, dig through my saddle hackle until I can find a good hackle that'll work for this fly. Go with a little webbier one this way to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to palmer the hackle. Remember that? Nice and webby down at the bottom. I'm going to make a little tag end here. Tie that in. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab my black chenille. Make a little tag by pulling off, and then make a loose wrap, come down, secure it with a few wraps, and then wrap back over the body. Kind of go back over maybe a couple times to make sure to get all those little things out of the way, and then just start wrapping. 1, 2. It's going to all vary a little bit, the number of wraps on thickness of your materials. You can see I'm just kind of going, wrapping right next to each other. That one is pretty close up to the front. A few wraps, get that off. Then before it was about 6 wraps, so let's see if we can. It's about 3, I think. 4 at the front, 5, yeah, about the same. Do one full one. Cut that off. Then we'll pull back over with your 3 fingers so you can wrap back and make a 45 out of it. Go. So that makes a nice little 45. Pull it out, whip finish. Cut off. Trim it up. There you go. A woolly bugger, and we'll get a little finish it off so we go through the full cycle here with a little head cement. Here I'm just going to basically dip a little. Enough to, you don't have to put on a big gob, it just takes a little bit just to make sure you secure it. Do that. That's the woolly bugger. So there's a bunch of other styles, we talked a little bit about it, but colors wise, purples and browns and, burgundy, you name it. You could also throw on a bead head. Talk a little bit about that a little bit later, and there's just a number of different styles you can do with the woolly bugger, but this is a great first one. And this is the one I want you to tie this week. I want you to try at least a half a dozen of these patterns this week to see if you can get the feel for this guy. And we'll go from there.